Really? Really, Mahia? Really? Why the looking eyes? Why the looking eyes? I'm over it already. I'm over it. Totally. Can you close my room door? Yes, you guys, I'm over it already. Everything is Mo3 this, Mo3 that, Mo3 this, Mo3, 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 Mo3. Shit, nah. Give it a break already. Like, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's content. I get it, I get it. But damn, nobody knows, nobody really knows the truth but the people. Like, come on. We all can speculate. Yes, we can. But, like, truthfully, if you say you know him, okay, let's figure out how you know him. Let's figure out, then if you figure out that you do know him, it's just gonna be bash city. Like, okay, let's attack mode. Like, let's go after him. It's just no feelings, no, like, it's real world stuff going on. Like, all this stuff y'all president doing, like, it's real world issues. It really is. Like, I mean, I don't understand. I just don't. Like, honestly, it's a lot of creators that I actually like. It's a lot of creators that I met um before Little Melvin, passing away, his demise, like, but some of them I met along the way. Like, it's just, I don't know. And then people like who they like. So I don't want to be misunderstood. People like who they like, but I don't understand the big deal of who you know and who's known people the longest. Like, that don't matter to me. Like, because I've met people that I click with instantly. And so it's not about who's known who the longest. It's really about what's the truth. And, like, I don't know. I just think that it can start off one way. And then by the time, it's over with, it's completely turned against the person. Um, they're not credible. Um, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. See, just stupid, simple shit. Like, just don't make no sense. Everything is say anything or whatever, or just say anything or whatever to just be attacked. That's crazy. To make money off him, plus here's so many stories. Knew him, but would have loved to have heard stories about Buddha. Are you speaking of his little Melvin's friend Buddha, or me? Oh, I'm sorry. You would love to hear my stories. Um. Oh yes, my stories or his friend Buddha, me. Um. I'm not here to really tell a lot of stories about how I knew him or how long I've known him. That picture that's on my community wall, that's actually our family picture. When I say our family picture, like, it comes from our family house. that was taken at our house when he was little. Um, I've just been knowing him all my life. I mean, all his life actually. His mother and I have always, when you grow up together, you just know people because you grew up together. So it's just like, how long have you known them? Oh, all my life. But it's just sickening to me. Um, just the attacks, I don't know. It can be sensitive. It can be a sensitive subject when you know the people, when you know them, and then you hear all these stories, and it's like, oh my God. Um, it's like, and I understand because when I read a lot of stories, I look at a lot of news, and I have to go fact check stuff because you cannot believe um even some of the stories on YouTube, like, about who unalived, like the stories about relationships, domestic violence. Some of those stories you have to go and research to see if they're true or not. You do. Um, yeah, you really do. Because you just don't know. But yeah. So I'm just like today, since I really, just been a lounge day, I was like just been on YouTube kind of off and on and just relaxing. And I'm just like, oh my God. Okay, I get it. Content. Money, 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 money. Um, but oh my God, just some of the stories just don't make sense. Like, don't make sense. Like, where do they come from? Where do they get them from? But I don't know. I don't know. Hey, what do you want to conversate with me about? Just tell me now. Talk to me now. I understand your standpoint. I know that the ones very close don't talk on him much. Right. I mean, because when you have feelings attached, like it's different. It's so different when you have feelings because you know this person. Like I knew little Melvin. Like, I mean, like for real. I don't mean like for a brief moment. I mean I knew him. Man, I used to comment in your chat like last year. When I say last year, I know the year just actually was just here. But I used to actually say salute in your chat like a year ago. Even recently, uh, I've actually said salute. I don't say much. I just kind of, say salute and keep going. But yeah, because some stuff I don't understand. But like I said, some of my first content, y'all, is Little Melvin. Like over 10 years ago. Like my first videos that I would upload was of him at car shows in McKinney. Um, you know, I did Trey Monier's baby shower. Um, I don't know, like it's just some stuff I don't understand. And child, these people don't care nothing about how I feel. They don't even care about how his mother feels. So who the hell am I? Come on now. Come on now. I've been here a while and trust me. And can you give me my mimosa? It's on that stand in my room. Hmm. But yeah, these people don't care about nobody but self. Like the greed, the whoo, I don't know. I'm just I'm a bit old school, okay? I just don't stand for anything, and I'm sure not falling for too much of nothing. Um, no, thank you, Mahel, because I know how it goes. I know how it goes. But I will say, I used to come on your you used to like you were covering different stories at night, and I would see you in the algorithm at nighttime on the wall, and yeah, you had real good content. So do you still do that? Do you still do that at nighttime, Mahia? Do you still do you still go live at night with like world? It's kind of like I felt like you were doing like world news or something like that. Because I'm a world news person. Like I'm a world news junkie. I am. I love to know what's going on in the world. I have known Little Melvin so long, y'all. Okay, so like literally, Little Melvin, we call him Little Melvin. Like seriously, it's like not really Mo3 around here. We call him Little Melvin. Man, you don't want to talk to me. You don't. But yeah, so like at his funeral, I was at his funeral, and I'm still kind of, like I don't know. It's still, we know it's real. Yes, we know it's real. Like his obituary is right here in my living room. His obituary, like I know it's real. You know, I know it's real. I know that it's real, y'all, but it's just it's not. It don't seem real the way you know they just. It's like everything is attack. Everything is attack. Where is the love? Where's the real love? The hugs, the showing one another love, not finding any little thing to tear somebody down about where you live, what you got. I mean, come on. That's why I don't know. You know, I love traveling. I love offering people to come go travel. I've even tried when I first got my page going, like, I want to gift somebody with, flight tickets to meet me in Vegas because that's my favorite place, by the way. Um, but when people don't trust you, it's like, oh, that's weird behavior. Oh, well, I'm on business and I'm about realness and not tearing people down. I don't go for that. I don't go for mistreating. I don't. Maybe I could help with that. And how I'm here. And I love Nicole. So I'm gonna share a little secret. Well, it's not a secret, but my granddaughter. She named my granddaughter. Nicole has named about 40 people, kids that's got the middle name Nicole after her. I will share that. I will share that with y'all. Nicole has named about, she's got so many little Nicoles running around, and that's a fact. And my granddaughter is one of them. Well, hello. let me mind my manners. Um, Thank you guys for joining the Tribes Live. You guys could be anywhere else, but you guys are here with me. I gladly appreciate it. I do have manners, and I just started this live off with not greeting my guest, and I apologize. Thank you guys for joining into the live. I will be back doing my interviews starting next month. I did have a poll up. Look, let me do a little advertising for myself since I don't. I'm always so humble, y'all. I am always so humble. I've started back talking about three and covering what's been going on. Yeah, I know. Y'all, mm, mm. And then the crazy thing is, y'all want people to. Okay, so I'm not speaking of you, Mahia. Don't take this wrong. Um, but people, I'm just gonna say people. They want to hear it. They want people to speak out. They want Nicole to come and speak out. For what? What's gonna happen in the end? What is it gonna be in the end? It's gonna be to tear her down, tear her family down, tear her friends down. I mean, people that like literally love little Melvin and Nicole, her family. Like, what? What is it that they want to hear? I don't. My bad for typing and driving. Hey, be safe on the streets. Like, I literally have not been anywhere. My grandbaby's birthday was yesterday. I went to my daughter's and came back home. But, dude, hmm, I don't know. I've, I know people, people don't like this person. Oh, they don't like that person. Oh, but guess what? It don't matter because people are still going to like who they like and love who they love. It's not going to matter. Um, it's not going to matter. People still going to go where they want to go. They're still going to, you know, do what they want. She's doing the right thing by being silent. I agree. But, when it's time for her, she's going to speak. She's going to speak. And it's not for anyone else to speak for her because I can speak of my experiences with little Melvin. Um, like, like, that's why everything because they don't know who to trust. Yeah, don't nobody know who to trust. Period. I don't care. Little Melvin's folks, your people, my people. No one is trustworthy. Everything is questionable. Everybody is questionable. Um, and I don't. And I think people, you don't do it intentionally. It's just you are just aware. Like anything, like me right now. Like me right now. Like, I don't know. Okay, Mahia, I believe that you wouldn't allow it, but we know how it goes. Like, we know how it goes. I'll follow you on Instagram. I'm going to reach out. Okay. That's fine. I mean, like, I have, like, let me see. I guess I'm going to talk about my platform again. So, like, my platform is no judgment zone, and it's absolutely no judgment zone over here. Um, I interview hidden gems. I find the hidden gems. If you go and look at my previous interviews and content, Um, I have some very, very good content. Um, Hello, Ashley. Girl, you know I'm not like absolutely. You know I know what's going on. Like I don't know. Like I just was like today. I'm not saying I don't come on YouTube, but a lot of the times I just come through and I'm just like salute, in the I don't hit no panels. No, no, no. See, that's not true. What's not true? What's not true? I don't hit panels. I actually did before. I hit Coolin's panel. Um, y'all, and I actually like Coolin. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't judge people for where they go on here. Like I don't because I know how it go. Like, I and if I don't say salute, that don't mean I didn't hit your like button and keep going. Um, you know. So I lost my thought, Ashley, of what I was actually saying. Like, I'm not on here to years I've seen you on a few, but always brief. Okay, so yeah, that's where I was going. I don't hit panels. I hit so players one time, or maybe twice. I think I can't remember. Um, Cool it. Um, oh, I don't know, but if they were talking about Vegas, I'm all in for it. And it's like even like I heard a story the other day, and it's like when you know exactly like where she was the day, you know, um, he was unalive. Like I talked to her, like I talked to her, and to know the tone in her voice, to know, like that hurt. Like people don't understand. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand. But it's a game. It's a game. It's not about real life feelings and emotions and the love. And you gotta understand when you is somebody that the little Melvin is somebody that the internet knows. This is not somebody that you knew, like meeting him like little Melvin, like the baby shower. I go meet him at the Walmart parking lot. And if anybody knows, like he's always late to everything. Hello, Miss Mathis. Welcome, welcome into the Tribes Live. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but oh, and if you guys would be so kind to hit that like button, I would gladly appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm just you control. Hmm. Mahia, didn't I tell you I've been around here a while? I don't hit panels. Like I just don't. It's nothing for me to do it. Like I'm not afraid to come up. I'm not a if you go look at my lives, if you go and look at my shorts, I'm who I am. Guess what? They used to call me Baby Bot because I had a wide no, not had a wide nose. I got a wide nose, I got a gap in my teeth. Like I'm a chocolate girl. Like, go look at my shorts. So just go look at my shorts, and I'm not hiding. I'm absolutely not hiding. I can cater to all your party needs. Just hit me up, and I do ship. I do ship, and I will travel too. So yeah. Oh, he was always late to class. Well, he was always late. I'd be like, LaMelvin. And y'all, Listen, while I got me some little viewers in here, I got to tell y'all about this because if you go back and you look at some of my previous lives, I have talked about it before. Um, like when okay, so I'll go meet him at the parking lot, right? I go meet him at the parking lot to get money for the shower, and I'm listening to Kevin Gates, and he's leaning in the window. Well, he was tripping out on my purse because I'm a purse junkie. And I'm not talking about, I don't need no high dollar bag. Okay, I got one or two, but I'm not into that. Like, I have like weird, different shaped handbags. I always have, like, before they even became popular. Um, okay, but you be careful out there. And if you break an ankle, I'm just going to wrap it up and tell you to lay down. So go on. And I'm telling you, we ain't going to no emergency room. So if you break a limb, I'm telling you, I'm just gonna wrap it up and tell you to lay down until the road's clear. I look like my mother. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. But let me tell you. Let me tell you. So, um, he was listening. So I was listening to Kevin Gates, and I've been like a Kevin Gates fan. Whoa, before probably a lot of people even really would. Anyway, it was like a lot of underground music of Kevin Gates. And y'all, let me tell you the little joker. Let me get that. I said, nope. Man, let me get that CD. I was like, hello. I was like, And he was like, man. Okay, so he was like, who is that? I was like, Kevin Gates. He was like, bumping his head, like, He was like, let me get that. I was like, nope. He was like, man, let me get him. I said, no, because that's all I listen to in here. No. Man, you gonna get it back? I'm gonna get it back to you. I was like, oh, oh, it's okay, Mahel. I was like, and he was like, man, let me get the CD. And so I already knew what time it was. I already knew I wanted. I already knew I was not gonna get that CD back. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, I ejected it out. I said, here, him, get it back to you. I said, all right. I could see him on live one night. Everybody talking about some people were like, and that was during the time when he was like doing a lot of like short videos, like at home. He wasn't really traveling a lot then. And everybody on the live telling him, you remind me of Kevin Gates. I'm thinking like, you little South sucker. I start typing in that live. And I don't know if anybody that's on here may have been in his live that night on Facebook with Marcus Mack. Wow. I'm like, I need that Kevin Gates CD back because I'm seeing everybody in the comments talking about oh man, you remind me of Gates. I'm thinking like, you little joker. And then I started putting the like little punching fist at him. And he ended the live. I'm not saying he ended the live because I was down there like talking noise to his butt. But he ended the live. I was like, I already knew I wasn't getting that CD back. I knew I wasn't gonna get it back. I knew it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I just had to like, I don't really say much. Like, I never I never came to YouTube writing his name. Like, and it's crazy because Duke was one of the first ones on YouTube before like anything. And I just remember him. Like he was here. Yes. Anyway, yeah, I gave it to him. And I knew I had messed up. I knew I did. I just had that feeling. I was taking a chance, you know? But I did. And then when he did Broken Love with him, I, what? I should have twisted his lips. I'm like, you know I love him. Why you do that? Why you do that? And then you kept it quiet till you busted out with it. Why you do that? Got my CD. No, I was Kevin Gates fan. And how you didn't even know who he was while you was hanging in my window? Who is it? Kevin Gates. But anyway, yeah. But shoot. Ashley, are you still here? If you're still here, can you drop down for me, darling? Huh? Can you drop down for me? So now, y'all, I have been knowing little Melvin since he shit hell the hospital. Like mama pregnant with him. But some of these stories gotta stop it. Like literally, it's gotta stop. I don't understand. And then like I'm all about women and empowerment. Like it is so many talented women on social media, YouTube. I mean like even right here on YouTube, it is so much talent. These women, don't get me wrong, the guys are too, but it's just like these women, they can sing, they can rap, they can dance, they can craft. I'm intrigued by that to see. Like right now, I am making um a hand quilted blanket with my hands. And I keep working on it and I'll set it down, lay it on the couch and come back. But just to see the talent that black women possess. And I mean, and don't get me wrong, because baby, some of these women be out here scratching harder than boy be scratching harder than these men. And they ain't gonna half step about it. But yeah. And this is actually one of those days. Like, I just can't even believe that I'm just talking about him on here. Yeah. I mean, I do post stuff. That's just like the night 11/11. Let me go to 11/11. So 11/11 that morning, my grandbaby was sick, so I kept the grandbaby. So I knew I was not gonna make it to Williams Chicken. I knew I wasn't gonna make it to McKinney because they fed the homeless um in McKinney. Like they went out and fed the homeless. I knew I wasn't gonna make it to South Dallas for the at Williams Chicken. And so I said, well, I gotta do something. I gotta, so I was like, so once my daughter got off from work and got the kids squared away and stuff. And so we left and we went to the graveyard. And if you go and look at my shorts, and I even went live at the graveyard with Kogati, it was Kogati and Stanucci and some other family members. Nicole was there too. Trey Monnier was there. Ashley was there. The kids were there. Jay, everybody was there basically. And so we were the last ones to leave though. Me, Kogati, and a few others, we were the last ones to leave, y'all. And I was trying to get to the liquor store. And he was like, me, the liquor store is just 5 minutes away. I already know where it's at, but no, because I'm like, no, I gotta get to the liquor store. My husband, I gotta. Oh no, 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 no. But we were the last ones to leave the gravesite, literally. So that's the second year in a row that we've been the last ones, literally, to leave the grave. I mean, like the only people there, like that's it. But we were there, and so then that night, I went to the karaoke, and so I didn't drink much at the karaoke just so I could, be alert and stuff. And but I didn't. I was feeling good already. Cause I'm gonna tell you the truth, cause we be turning up. So I did leave the grave. Y'all, his mom always put on for him at that graveyard. Yes, that's one thing she's gonna do. I know, Mahaz, that's me in the background of your video. I got the same video on my channel. That's mine. That's me in the background. If you hear a lady saying, um, I gotta go to the liquor store, that's me. Yeah, he was in my daughter's car. And when he was on live, he was with me. Well, he wasn't with me. He was sitting in my daughter's car because my daughter and them, like, they got know where to find all his old music. So Cole Gotti was like, well, I don't really, I call him Cole, and listening and singing Mo3 song. Yeah. Yes, that was me that said, I was telling them, like, because they kept wanting to kept hearing songs and stuff. And I kept telling my daughter, like, girl, I'm not gonna fool with y'all all night. Cause Nicole, I was supposed to been actually meeting them at the restaurant, to go and eat and, have, more drinks and stuff. And then I sat out there with them, and then Coke got, just one more. I'm like, no. But yeah, that's me saying, I gotta go to the liquor store. And then he say, it's 5 minutes away or something. I'm like, I ain't even trying to hear nothing what y'all talking about. Like, let's go, because I gotta get to this liquor store. But yeah, that was me. Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that. We been here all night. And I made it to the liquor store, and it was even closer than 5 minutes away, because it's like the graveyard, and then you go a light down, and then it's the liquor stores and stuff. But yeah, yeah, he's sitting up there like we finna party all night out here. And he was just tripping, and he was telling my daughter, like, man, where you where you find these songs at? And where you find these songs? And she was telling him, like where they was. They was like, man, some of this I ain't heard licensed, because some of his old music, he sound like his cousin, little old City G. And so some of his old music, if you don't know how he sound, you really wouldn't know if it was him or little O, because they sounded just alike. But yeah, and sit out there at their grave. And then when we went to the karaoke, like I said, I didn't drink a lot there. Uh, I was pretty much good, but it was a turn up though. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So have anybody on here ever went to any Little Melvin event, Mo3 event? Anybody? Because I'm the one that like would do all the decorating. Like when she first started out doing the stuff for him, like I was the one doing the balloons. Well, my sister and I, and my daughter, like doing all the decorating. But yeah, so that day, 11/11, you had to really have the energy to be at every location. You really did. What's too hard? I can't. It's too hard. I'm sorry. I've been sitting here um and wasn't even reading the chat. But you can't what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah. Oh. You know what? And the crazy part is it is so hurtful. It is so hurtful to see some of the stuff that they say because you don't know them. You just know a person that people have created to fit for them. But it's hurtful when you oh, it's worse here on YouTube if you think it's something on Facebook, but it's hurtful to see some of the stuff they say um about him, his mama, Corey. Uh, because everybody don't like everybody, and I always say I don't tell everybody I love them. No, I don't wish bad on nobody, but because love it's a word easily said, but it's hard to show because love is action. And then they be saying they love Nicole, they love Mama 3, they love Mo3, they love. I always know, but you know what? I I said this the other day that the truth is what hurts, and it's the lies that make you feel good. That's crazy, but I said that. But love do hurt, cause baby, let me tell you, honey. Yeah, it'll have you wilding out, crashing out, spinning out, spazzing out, all of that. But yeah, it's a cold world. It's a cold world, and I'm sitting up here looking at ice and them over here, how they doing these people, and that's serious, y'all. Like I should have been on my laptop. I should have been on my laptop right now, going on StreamYard, so maybe I could have invited people up on the panel with me and pray I didn't get porn bombed. I ain't saying I don't, that porn is bad, but I just don't want it up here, okay? If that makes any sense. Just roll with me. Don't roll against me, okay? But thank you guys for joining this live. Love will make you sit in a park car. Oh my God, in a parking lot. You are so for real. It will. It'll have you shit. Because, baby, let me tell you, y'all, honey, love will have you hitting somebody with a vehicle. Now, I don't know if I can say that on here or not without, but baby, it'll have you running down some stuff. Not saying that I ever did that or tried it or nothing, but I'm just keeping it fair. And y'all, I have been drinking mimosas. So my husband cooked breakfast this morning. And so I've been drinking mimosas this morning. I did kind of doze off a little bit, but I'm back on it right now. But yes, so why I got y'all attention, I love traveling, okay? And I just want to travel, travel, travel. Yeah, that's what I want to do because that's what I love doing. Yes, cheers for sure. Uh, I do love me a good drink, okay? I'm going to go to brunch every weekend, only if not, like I won't this weekend, but I can actually say I can go in the morning if I wasn't scared of the roads. But um, I'm definitely gonna have me a drink, okay? But and go to happy hour all the time. I'm gonna be there. Okay, I'm going, and I'm always inviting people to go places. And I know that's not a good thing, right? It's not a good thing if you are not genuine. So, y'all, I always say the same stuff every time. Oh, we're going on vacation. I'm not inviting anybody this time. Before I leave, I got about 12 people going with me. And this is the truth. And I remember y'all back, I used to always, when, I don't know if anybody in the chat, if y'all know Queen 88. So when I used to be in her chat, because before Queen was around, there was sin. I don't know, it's just you like who you like. I don't have nothing bad to say. So if I know how trolls can be, okay? But y'all, I like who I like. And it's because I met these people before all of this. Like, can you bring me back one tomatoes? Like, oh God, I don't even like tomatoes. Well, I'll eat them on a taco, crunchy taco. Other than that, I don't eat tomatoes. And somebody asked me, no, they said you're from the country, so I think they think is not the country, but I like when I say I've never eaten an oxtail or a neck bone. Why is that? Why? Because I'm black. Because I say I've never had an oxtail or eaten a neck bone, and I don't eat chitlins. That is something wrong with that? Can somebody please just interact with me on that? I've never had a pig feet. I don't. It don't even sound good. They don't look good. Like, I had brisket for the first time last year. I had never eaten brisket before, and my dad was a brisket man. Like, he was known for his briskets, and my brother too. But I ain't eat that, and so yeah, I ain't eat that. And so I don't know. Like I don't know. So somebody can try to tell me, because I don't know. I don't eat all that. It don't take all that for me. It really don't. But I just start eating cabbage. Yeah, I don't want all that. Like, okay, so like those they call them barbecue beans. I don't eat them. Like when people be at the cookouts and be like, "Oh, the beans," I don't eat them. I don't eat them. I just start eating cabbage. I've never had a squash or okra. Um, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I can't even call it. I can't even call it. But yeah, I'm trying to set up there. Cabbage is good. Okay, I had cabbage and it is good. I didn't know. I didn't know I was missing. Now, I cannot eat it without cornbread. But I didn't know cabbage tastes like that. I do now. I didn't know. But yeah. And so y'all, yeah, little Melvin, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I have some I got, how many of his CDs do I have? And see, that stuff people don't even have. People don't even have stuff like that. His old music, like his CDs when he would meet you up at the corner store and come to the hood down Mary Street, with the CDs. Like, I still have stuff like that of his. I still have stuff like that that I got from him. Oh, let me tell y'all the story about the baby shower, right? Let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so the baby shower. Y'all, if you go back, I've told this story, but I don't know. I just want to tell this story again. So the baby shower for Trey Maya. And baby, let me tell you. And that was just like I've been doing baby showers and stuff for a long time. But as you grow, see, baby, you can tell my work, from when I started to like now. So like now it's on okay. But so like anyway, we had got there and I had met Jasmine and her auntie there at the building. And so we get there and it's me and my homegirl and my daughter to set up. And we couldn't get in at first. And so they was gonna be delivering the chairs and stuff. And I was like, ooh, because if I'm gonna be on time to do my setups, I don't play around with, my business with, delaying and, not being on time. So anyway, uh I was sitting there and so I'll never forget it. And the man let us in. And he opened up the garage thing. And so he pulled it open. Let me tell y'all, baby, nothing had been done in there. When I tell you, they had did the Little Women's of Dallas had did a interview thing in there the night before, so they still had all that stuff set up. Um, ooh, it looked like it hadn't been swept. I was like, oh my God, but y'all, oh, and Jasmine, I love you, but baby, it still hurt me. Baby Jasmine looked when he baby, she grabbed her. She said, I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Because she was dropping some stuff off, and she was leaving because she wasn't dressed or nothing. And her ain't it, baby, let me tell you, I call her playmaker. Because baby, let me tell you, them people had came to drop off the chairs and stuff. And she had started working them people. She had started telling them, hey, come here. Uh uh I need you to move this. I was like, oh my God. Like she took charge. That's why I call her playmaker. Baby, she started having them people who brought the tables moving them people equipment in there. Baby, that man ran up there. He said, hey, wait a minute. Hey, what are you doing? She said, we having a baby shower up in here. He said, yeah, I know. Mo told me. But he didn't tell me all this was going to go on, boy. Her auntie was like, I need this stuff gone. And then, and I mean, I'm just so thankful that they didn't like even know us or anything. They just came to deliver, the chairs and tables. Baby, she had them people moving that man equipments and pushing his big lights back and getting the brooms, and I was like, oh my God. Let me tell y'all, she looked at me after she had all of that done, and then she looked at me and she said, can you work with this? And I said, yes, I can. And she said, well, all right. She said, well, we'll be back. And I was just like, oh my God. So then as the baby shower went on, and so I had went live a little bit, because he was very private. Like he was very private. And so uh I ended up losing. So you can see Nicole come up to me on my live and she had gave me an envelope and you can hear her like tell me like here, um, put it up. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Well, I had my, like the women have the crossbow of purses. So I thought, I don't know that I stuck it in my purse. I don't know. But let's just say by the end of the night, I had lost it. And I know it was probably me study digging in my purse because it wasn't a big card. It was like, like it was like the little half little card, so it could fit in the face of my phone. Me digging my purse in and out of my purse. Now I'm panicking. So my homegirl, I don't want to say, hey, I done lost my card. I done lost my money. I didn't want to say it right because I didn't want everybody to, like start, So I said, I lost, I lost my card. And she said, what card? I said, that I just got the rest of my money. And then she said, oh no, you can't, you supposed to. And see, my bestie, like she's my brain. She's my in brain mode when I'm setting up and I'm doing stuff. She won't let people talk to me if somebody needs me or need to give me something. She takes charge. She does all that. So then somebody else came up and they was like, what y'all looking for? Because now I'm panicking. You know what I'm saying? I'm panicking, and because I've lost, I'm like, oh Lord, Jesus, take the wheel and the tires. So my bestie, without thinking, she's like, oh, she lost her. And I'm like, no, I don't want everybody looking. And so I ended up, he was like, well, what's up with this one? I said, well, I lost my money. And then he was like, well, I don't know what what you and my mama, cause had, here at the end, but he went in his pocket and he gave me, you know, all the money he had in his pocket. And he was like, here, I don't know, what was in there or whatever, but here. And I was like, thank you. Look, I didn't say that's all right or nothing. I said, thank you, whatever. So when we end up leaving there, we got lost in traffic. Him and Sean G, like, we got lost in traffic. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bar. And I need a drink after all of this or whatever. And all he had in his pocket wasn't what, but it was okay because he didn't have to do that. But he did that. He did that. And so I said, I ain't finna do all that. We finna go. And so they start calling my sister and them, they was like, where y'all at? I was like, baby, nah, we gone to the bar. Or we finna go have us some drinks and eat. And so they went to La Melvin's and we just went on, because I was like, I ain't finna do all that. And downtown Dallas can be crazy with traffic at night. So I was like, I ain't even finna worry about it. And so we went on, but that was crazy. That was crazy with the baby shower. That was real crazy. But yeah, that lady, she said, she had to move, and that man started panicking. He said, hey, wait a minute. What are you doing? This is expensive equipment. She was like, oh, we about to have a baby shower up in here. And I was like, oh, Lord. And then baby, she had them toting stuff up to them front rooms and stuff where, because it was like in the back. It was a nice place, but it was like, I didn't know. Yeah, I know, but I didn't know it was going to be all this. Oh my God, every time I think about that. But yeah, that was crazy. But anyway, he was like, hey, he was a short man, like a foreigner. He told me, hey, he come up there throwing his arm up. Hey, wait a minute. You know, this expensive equipment. She was like, oh, we about to have a baby shower up in there. And she got it done though. Like, and she was like, can you work with this? I was like, yeah. She was like, all right, well, we'll be back. Like, okay, wasn't that? Yeah, but we had so much fun. We had fun that day too. We always have fun. And so I left and went on, baby. After we left there, I said, "Oh, honey, I need a drink." Oh, yeah, I needed a drink. I ain't even kidding. But so many fun times. So many fun times. Yeah, a lot of fun times. That's why people don't know. Like, I didn't think I would ever be discussing him like this. Like, oh God. But like, people don't know what he meant to people. Like, that really knew him. Cause how they be doing out here on these platforms, it's sad, but nobody's safe. Like nobody's safe. Babe, I bet you by in the morning or tonight, somebody gonna be done clipped me talking. If you want to know what I look like, just go look at my shorts in my other lives. Like, oh, what you gonna say? Oh, she sound like a country. She sound country. Lord, have mercy. Oh, she sound country. Anyway, my granddaughter is gonna be a superstar, and I'm just letting you guys know now. Okay, and she's gonna be a superstar. Hey, you guys, I can make anything. Just ask me. I can make it custom made. It don't matter. A box of cereal, okay? And tell me your favorite snack. Uh, if you smoke cigarettes, okay, in your vehicle, I can do custom trays. I can do custom lighters, ashtrays as well, sodas, okay? Your favorite beverage. I can make any party favor. I don't want to do that. Yes, yes, you can. Yes, I can. What? My hair, you know I'm country. Okay, because my hair. Okay, so my hair is near us. Like, I think I went to a funeral in Mahale, Texas before. But I don't know, because, like, when I go places, like, people sound funny to me, you know? So I don't know. And I always sound like I done had 1,000 cigarettes. I do not smoke cigarettes. I have always had, like, a soft, raspy voice, always. Um, yeah, like, I don't even, like, I can talk some shit, but I can't even, like, be screaming all loud. Like, I might tear my vocals up. But yeah, like, I don't know, because when I go places, like I said, people sound funny to me. They sound country to me. I don't even know. I just talk how I talk. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so her name. But I don't know. And then y'all, okay, so I have told this story. So I don't know if anybody is on here that haven't heard this story. But like I said, if you go to my previous, anyway, if y'all on here, can y'all do me a favor? Let me go ahead. Why? See, this is why I'm so humble. Like, I have y'all, my channel. Listen, my channel, I got it out the mud, y'all. So, and if you're here with me right now, y'all, thank you. Like, it means a lot to me. Um, okay, so I am gonna say this. I have plans on interviewing Mink because she's interesting to me. Um, she's just interesting. And I wanna explore. Yeah, so yeah. But I actually tried to get an interview with 88 before, but Lucky ended up getting the interview. I was like, I want to. That's when she was like, who wanted to interview her, and I was like, I do, because I do. I interview people. That's what I do, y'all. Like, okay, so I don't know if you guys know Kevin Bledsoe. He is the grill master. He has his own show, had his own show on Netflix. Um, uh, he was upset with me because I did not want. I was like, I'm interviewing you. Like, he was like, you better tell him that we cousins and who I am. And I'm like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Like, I want my channel to be authentic. I want it to be, I got it on my own. All my subscribers, y'all, I started out with 83. And then I started working on it. Um, I started working on it. And it's where it is now. And I am almost 25. I'm gonna push that because that's what I don't know. It's like I don't know where this is gonna go. Um, my husband keeps saying you need to go into the crafting. And I'm like, that's true too. I mean, people would enjoy that. But I love interviewing people. Go and look at my interviews. I have Big J Southern Soul. If you know Arthur Young, um, he has a feature with him. I've interviewed him. Um, the Jet Setter Barbie C, very beautiful woman. Um, she is she's something. I just go and look at her interview. Um, the mysterious Chaz Dior. He is a man. He calls it family. I did an interview with him. He has multiple uh females in his stable. Chaz Dior. Look at that interview. Um, and like I said, they don't call it poly. Um, it's his family. And he say they take care of each other. So that was a good interview. Uh oh my goodness. Oh, Queso K9. He's did music with Snoop Dogg. Oh shoot, Jetter Jones. Oh, he's interesting too. Um, look at his video. Check out his YouTube as well. I have a lot of um I have the Quay baby. He's from McKinney. Very good interview. Also, little old City G. That is little Melvin's cousin. Uh uh him and I are connected as well. But yeah, that was another good interview. I had problems, connection problems with that interview. But, you know, he allowed me to interview because a lot of people and also you guys, when you go and look at those interviews, expect for me to question them or to think that I'm not even gonna tell you, just go look. I ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. Because those are hidden gems as myself. Um hmm, I don't know. But I have a lot of good content. A lot of good interviews, okay? Mm, yeah, but I think Kevin Bledsoe, that was one of my big ones because of who he is. Um, yeah, that was a big one. So, I don't know. I used to have a little chihuahua, and I would always go over to Lil Melvin house and have my dog with me, and they was scared of him. They was really scared of him. Only because, and he would bite too. And baby, he would have them jumping. And at that time, Tez was, they were friends because Tez would be there too. Baby, they would be jumping on the back of Nicole couch. Man, get the dog, man, get the dog. And I'm thinking like as little as this dog is, and y'all doing all this and all that. But I understand because why? The little the little dogs, the little people, the little everything is the ones that they don't be all barking no bite. They be barking and biting, baby, okay? Because if you got a little man or woman syndrome, you gonna do something. You gonna do something. So if you're anything under 5'3" or something, you got a little man syndrome, little woman syndrome, yeah, and a scuffle go with it. Okay. But anyway, but thank you guys for joining my live. I appreciate it. It was random, but today I just was laying in the bed, just off and on, and I was like, "Oh Lord, Mo3 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 Mo3, Lord Mo3, shit, nah." And then it would be different if it was positive. It would be different. But anyway, thank you guys for joining the live. If you have not subscribed, it's not too late. Subscribe, okay? And hit the like button. And I appreciate it. I do. And it don't cost a dime to do it. I won't. But hopefully, it ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna change nothing. So in the morning, I line to be, baby, in the fight of my life, okay? But anyway, I do appreciate anyone that did click into the live. If you did share it, I also appreciate that as well. It was random. It really was. And it's not too late, y'all, to subscribe to the tribe, okay? It's not too late. It's never too late. Never too late, okay? Hopefully I was entertaining. Hopefully something good came from this. I'm praying that it did. Be on the lookout. I will be coming starting next month. Back with my interviews. You don't know who you may see new. Also, I I was gonna be at the trial. I was, but you all know what happened. So, but yeah, plan on being at the trial, covering that um from a content creator standpoint, not there to. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. It's been put off, so when I'll cross that bridge when I arrive there. Okay. But anyway, thank you guys for joining the live tonight.